What's up everyone, I am back playing some Generation 8 Monotype. It's actually been quite a long time since I played it, but today I wanted to try and use some teams that the community has sent me or that people on the ladder I've fought have sent me, so just thought it'd be pretty interesting not to build my own teams today. So today I have a selection of 5 sent to me by a few different people, so probably going to play like maybe 1 or 2 games each. I think the first we're going to try is this copy of Untitled 47 by Fanpam. So this is a player I fought on ladder, and they have this really cool grass team. I'm not going to go too in depth into the team, just kind of a quick glance over. I love the Lone Executor. It's good against like steel with things like Flamethrower, Earthquake. Sleep Powder can be good too, as well as Knockoff for team support, as well as that Tangaberry Credilli is really cool for Volcarona because even if it runs Bug Buzz, it can live a +1 Bug Buzz, which is super nice because that thing can absolutely tear through grass teams. And finally, probably the coolest Tapu Bulu I've ever seen. It's a Taunt Facade Bulk Up Tapu Bulu, which is super cool, and it's really good for shutting down things like Toxapex or just generally poison, which is very nice. Overall, the team looks pretty cool. I think it looks like a team that would be really good in maybe tournament play. I don't know how well it does on ladder, but we're going to find out. And we have a game against Psychic. I think I actually really like Rillaboom here. Choice Band Knockoff is insane. I'm going to open Executor in case they open Victini, and they want to try and V-create me right away. I'm going to knock off. U-turn. Ooh, that did a lot. That's definitely banded though. And actually knocking that is pretty good. Now unfortunately I don't think I KO with Earthquake, considering that I did 44. We'll get in Credilli. Slowbro. Now I feel like they're going to go into Hatterene here. I'll just Rock Blast. A bit of chip. And of course it misses, because why wouldn't it? This thing's kind of an issue. Bulu's kind of strong though. Regardless. Ah, that crit's unfortunate. Not the worst case scenario. I kind of want to bulk up. I'm just going to go straight in Hornleech. We value any damage on this thing because it's pretty strong against me. Okay, it's not doing too much. Though it is recovering an alarming amount of HP. So I'm going to try bulk up once. If they go into Slowking, that's pretty bad for me. Do I live a banded V-Create? I'm pretty certain I don't. But nothing eats it, so that's Facade. Yeah, I didn't think I had banded. That was a pretty bad play on my part. What we can do actually is Tailwind here. And while Tailwind is pretty good, it lets me use Choice Band Rillaboom Knockoff to pretty good effect. I'm gonna try Executor. Yeah, I figured a Sludge Bomb would come, but it's kind of served its purpose. So right now, I believe Knockoff. Does it kill this thing? Probably not. High Horsepower will. But they're going to swap out. Are they? Yes, they are. 60 is pretty good. Not good enough, unfortunately. I really needed rocks in this game. The hat is probably Mystical Fire, if I was to guess. Yeah, they just go straight into Victini. So unfortunately, Banded Victini does kill Executor. I think I could have put in some work with maybe, if it was like Life Orb or something. Could have been pretty good. They're just going to V-create here. It does give me a free knock. Or a free Woodhammer, actually. In case they want to go into Slowbro, which probably can eat. It definitely cannot eat a Woodhammer. Now, unfortunately, I have to play, like, really well against the Victini to win this. Probably not doable. We'll go Crate here. I expect them to go into Hat, so what we're going to do is try double into Rillaboom. If they read that, great play on their part. Ah, okay. GG. I was kind of hoping they go into Hatterene, because if I got rocks down, I could potentially win with, yeah, knockoff on Rilla. But that's going to seal the deal for me. I don't think the Rock Blast miss mattered much. It's a very low attack critically. Yeah, I can't break this. GG. So we're going to pause right there. And we're going to look for another game. So we have a game here against Mono Normal. I'm not too sure how this team fares. I think Ferrothorn is very good, especially once I get rid of Indeedee. And Exeggutor is actually really nice in this game. I think I want rocks down as early as possible. I'm willing to Toxic this. If they don't run Heal Bell, they probably do on a Chansey Blissey core. But Toxic and Ditto is quite nice for me, because I can get rocks down here. Which I don't hate. I think I'll go Bulu. In fact, if I bulk up the Bulu enough... I wanted to just win the game. Because if they copy me, I'm not too scared. In fact, I'm going to taunt so they can't Toxic here. Beware, that's fine. I outspeed the Beware assuming it's not speed invested, which Bewares rarely are. Now obviously I have to worry about... Holy moly, that did a lot of damage. Okay. Is that Banded? That seems so strong. But I don't necessarily want to throw my Ferrothorn. I think Seed's pretty good here, actually. If they CC, this thing is just way stronger than I anticipated. Okay. They go into Ditto. This is a funny situation where my defense is actually not that highly invested, which kind of both works in and against my favor right now. I'm not too worried about Exeggutor. I mean, about Ferrothorn. As I always have Exeggutor. And if I can slowly chip them away with rocks, that's pretty nice. Honestly, Exeggutor gets a free knock. Nothing on their team wants to be knocked. Hey, I'll take that. Oh, that KO'd. I honestly didn't expect that. Interesting. So they probably see my set. They're probably going to go for a Flamethrower. I'll go into Cradily. Actually, Flamethrower is useless for them, because they're minus 2 stages special attack. They might knock. Who do I value getting knocked the least? I think Whimsicott. It doesn't seem like I need boots in this game. And I want to keep my Citrus Berry. That's Tailwind. Now, I really like this team. I just think it has a couple of consistency issues. Maybe having like Earthquake on Exeggutor and having knockoff on both these. It kind of lessens Rillaboom's knockoff, I think. I kind of expected this to be Serene Grace. Let's knock. I think Woodhammer's going to kill me. It's by no means a bad team, I'm not a fan of double knock, and I'm not a fan of Earthquake. Especially on a double grassy terrain. I'm faster, I have Tailwind. Just give me that for free, I will take that. As I said earlier, I think this team is probably better in like a tournament setting. I guess I can sack Bulu, but Bulu's also kind of nice to taunt the Chansey. We can sack Cradily. It has no purpose in this game right now. I'm surprised I level class combat. Okay, we'll do a bit of chip on Chansey. A really, really minuscule, insignificant bit of chip. It's fine, because they get Rillaboom out again for free. And I can knock its Eviolite. That didn't do as much as I hoped. It's a Wish Passer. Not the ideal situation. Because Beware is still pretty tough for me. Ooh, hello. Hello, Facade, my friend. Now, I kind of want to bulk once. Is it Wish Protect? It's not. Or at least they didn't go for Protect this turn. One Leech is still super strong here. Oh. Yes, I will take all my HP back, thank you. Facade kills Braviary. I don't think Brave Bird wins. Facade is stronger here because I'm not in terrain. Excellent. Crit probably didn't matter. +2, 140 base is very strong. And now I believe Whimsicott wins here with Tailwind. Just in case it's some weird like Roost set. I can Encore it, and it's just going to die to recoil. GG. That was a pretty fun game. Overall, I like the team. It's definitely good at countering some of Grass's weaknesses, which is cool. That's really cool to see. We actually do have another Grass team coming later. Next up we have Tapu's by SwirlX13. So they sent me this team. It's pretty cool looking. It's not too standard fairy. Like we have things like Twisted Spoon, Tapu Lele with Future Sight, which I love. I think that sounds really interesting. I don't love this 4 HP, so I'm actually going to change that into Force Spit Def. Some Evil, Unaware Clefable, Tapu Fini, Electric Seed Coco sounds interesting. It's kind of like a bulky Coco. I'm not exactly sure what the speed tier is supposed to outspeed. Probably 350 with Calm Mind. It sounds interesting. Let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a swirl. So we're going to pause there till we find a game. Oh, no, we found a game. And of course, it's against Steel. Because why wouldn't it be? I guess Coco can put in work, especially once something like Excadrill is dead. Fini's okay too. Taunt is pretty nice. Because I don't think I have Defog. I do have Defog and Klefki. Okay, cool. I wasn't 100% sure. Coco is the kind of thing we can take out like once. A Togekiss is definitely good here. We'll open up Klefki. They probably open up Ferrothorn. Heatran. Cool. Let's get our screens down. Honestly, if they give me Heatran, I won't complain. Seems like I'm going to try and stall out my turns with Ancient Power. We're not Focus Blast. That kind of hurts right now. We can try getting Togekiss. I don't know if now is the optimal time to do so. We don't get burned, which is very good. And if we can get even a couple of nasty plots off, I'm pretty happy. Because once this goes down, it's very weak to Flamethrower. Now, unfortunately, I am playing with Fate. No. That's really bad. I have to rely on a lot of Air Slash flinches. So far, not going too hot. Okay, 1. Do we have any other fire moves in the team? I don't think so. Yes, we managed to survive. That's crazy. If we had like Healing Wish or something, that would be really cool. Metagross is going to Bullet Punch. I guess we could sack Klefki. If I was massive brained, I'd go into like Tapu Lele first. You know what? Let's do it. Let's be huge brained. Part of me wants to now go into Coco, though unfortunately their Excadrill is still just a massive threat. They might have Meteor Mash. I guess Feeny was the safe from mid-ground regardless. Does Klefki live Meteor Mash? Probably not. Maybe they're banded. Yes, we definitely live a miss Meteor Mash. I'm probably slower. So I'm just going to set my Reflect. And just on the off chance we're not, let's Foul Play. Not bad. Not the worst for me, because we have Flamethrower here. And if this doesn't KO, I think Lele does afterwards. Nice. Pretty good. They're doing good to keep their X-Guy alive. I feel like this is going to be sub-toxic. Annoying set. Okay, no, it seems to be a physical. Interesting. I might just try go for game here. I think Feeny can potentially win with Taunt. Taunt Feeny is very nice. Especially when Misty Terrain goes down, we can potentially burn this. Knock isn't ideal. Because I do like my leftovers. That did a lot. That's doing tons. Though I still wonder if we can beat Xgad. Did they just throw? That was such a massive throw. Because once Xgad's gone, I actually do think Tapu Koko is a lot stronger. Because you can infinitely taunt. This is a cool team. I want to try this one more time. And we're going to pause till we find a game. Or not. Never mind. Okay, so against Ghost. I still have to worry about Aegislash, but I do think Feeny's pretty good. Actually, Klefki's kind of nice here, but they probably have two Infiltrators right there. I really like Lele in a weird kind of way. In fact, I'm going to open up a Lele. It blocks Shadow Sneak. We can use Future Sight to kind of try and control the battlefield. All that kind of stuff is pretty cool. And if they are spike stacking Frostlass, I have Defog, priority Defog. Chandelure. I feel like something dies here. 187.2 is crazy though. Ah, it's Scarf. Damn. That's pretty unfortunate. That's kind of really bad for me. We can try set up Feeny. At least we have Draining Kiss. Ah, yeah, Gengar comes in. I'm gonna Scald once. If I have Klefki, I think they might go for Destiny Bond. Well, I can rightfully say that's not what I expected. That Sludge Bomb is exactly what I expected. That's kind of a big threat taken care of. I'm pretty okay with that. I really wanted to see Future Sight Lele put in work. Let's Draining Kiss once. We know it's Scarf. They did a lot of damage to us. The crit there is actually massive. It puts us back at good HP, and it lets me get in Klefki kind of free. I'm going to Foul Play. It breaks like Mimikyu's Disguise. It's super effective in pretty much everything. And it lets me scout their intentions. Weakness policy. As expected, which means this KOs. This should KO. Assuming I live a Shadow Sneak. Which we do. That is absolutely huge. Because now I get a potential Light Screen. I know this is most likely Infiltrator. I'll still Light Screen. Shadow Wall. They went for the good neutral. Maybe I can set up my Clefable. Oh, they're doing too much, I think. All they need is like 1 crit or 1 drop. Unfortunate. That's not going to recover enough, is it? Maybe just about, but they can still just muscle through. I was kind of hoping I'd have soft-boiled Clef. Maybe Feeny was the play. How much did Feeny take earlier? Did we find out? I don't think we did, no. Coco definitely dies. And I think I need Coco alive for the other team members. I mean, Togekiss lives. And I guess I don't see it having use elsewhere. That did so little damage. Was it not Infiltrator? Or is Togekiss just bulkier than I give it credit for? That's just air slash spam here. Because this thing is a nightmare and a half. Oh. That's not good. This is very not good. I lived somehow. Is it like Phantom Force? Maybe Coco lives? Maybe? It is Electric Seed, which is a really cool set. The plus defense might let us live Mimi. Though I also don't expect to live a +2 hit. I also don't expect Thunderbolt to KO. Not unless it's like Life Orb. That is nothing. That's doing so little damage, actually. I'm gonna Roost once. And I kind of want to Calm Mind once. Obviously, right now, I'm tempting fate by getting a miss. As we actually win, this was a cool Coco. The slight bulk and the Roost was very, very strong. So next up, we have a team by Rainer. It's called Fun Fighting. Pretty apt. I've always liked Lychee Berry, Hitmonlee. I think Toxicroak is really good. Oh, it's special. That's cool. I never really see Virizion, but I'm happy to give it a try, and we have a Body Press Komodo here, so let's boot up that team and see how it goes. So I have to apologize, it's been a while since I've been playing Generation 8 monos. I just think the meta is kind of, I don't want to say solved, but it's been very boring lately. I feel whenever I play, it's just flying team after flying team after flying team, which can get very boring. So we have a game against Ice. Hopefully, the team impresses right now. We have Mach Punch and Vacuum Wave, so I think it should. It should impress, I would hope. Let's open up Mineshow. They open up Ninetales as expected. The question is, do I High Jump Kick or Poison Jab? That's stronger. I think that's okay. I think I just value them not having screens up in this game quite a lot. I actually love Assault Vest Hitmontop. I think it's really super cool. The Intimidate's kind of nice too. No, I'll just Mach Punch again. Stop this thing from Bolt Peeking. Now, Cloyster actually might give my team a lot of trouble, because my team is kind of massively Cloyster weak. We can sack Virizion. I don't see it doing anything in this game. I'm surprised it took that little. We'll, I suppose, Air Slash. Where's faster? Crazy. That's actually quite valuable information. Now, unfortunately, because of Hail, Hitmonlee is actually a decent bit worse. What are we at? 252? There's no way Komodo outspeeds. We're probably a speed tie. At best. I guess Hitmontop. I feel like Vacuum Wave might just win the game afterwards. That did little. Definitely a bulky Kyurem. It's Roost. That's very annoying. Personally, I prefer Technician on Hitmontop. That's a personal preference of mine for sure. If this is as strong as it gets, it's pretty bad for me. Because we actually have to rely on bulk up, which is... I'm not a fan of. Because they can go into their Ninetales here. Yeah, that's not good. Because reversal does 0%. Damn. We can endure. And this definitely kills, but since we're not Drain Punch, they just go into Ninetales here, I'm pretty sure. Should I go into Croak? No, I'll just kill it. I don't think I want to get in its Veil up. Now, things are a bit worse for me here, because this thing probably just KOs me. I kind of value rocks, actually, to try and break Cloister. Yeah, this is going to kill me, I'm pretty sure. I don't think Vacuum Wave KOs. That doesn't even come close to KO. That was a shame. Losing Ice with Fighting. I kind of want to put on Technician. I think Technician would have won me the game there. Maybe not. Maybe Mach Punch wouldn't have done enough regardless. It's okay. We have a game against Grass. Pretty cool team. I like to see respect given to Vileplume because I think Vileplume is actually low-key a very good mon in monotypes. Definitely Komodo and Virizion are good here. Croak is pretty good too. Hitmontop will have its usage. And probably Hitmonlee too. Let's open Virizion. They open Whimsicott. Now they might just go straight for a Moonblast. I'll Air Slash. We easily live one. This thing is very specially bulky. And if they go for Tailwind, I'm not too scared. I do think Air Slash is pretty good against their team. Ooh. That was about as bad as that turn could have possibly been for me. Let's try Toxicroak. Okay. This is going terribly. Is that Specs? It feels like that's Specs. I'll go Mienshao. We're going to U-turn on probably Ferrothorn coming in and try to get the regen off. They just stayed in. Do I sack Hitmonlee? Those opening turns went so bad. Like, I could not have scripted that. And another crit. Watch me only get one hit. Okay, at least I got 3 hits. That's the very least that could have happened for me there. I don't think this crit mattered too much. It's just still kind of annoying to see my luck be that bad. Though part of me do wonders, can Komodo just win here? Yes, take that chip. Knockoff. Interesting. Is it banded? That's a crazy play if it's banded. I feel like Appleton might just win as well. If it's Draco, I do wonder if Draco KOs me. I'm gonna Stealth Rock. Do I Flamethrower? Or do I Iron Defense again? I'm gonna Flamethrower once. This thing can actually learn Moonblast, which is very scary. think I keep this thing healthy for Rillaboom and Ferrothorn. Let's go Mienshao. Sleep Powder. Okay. Do I knock? I kind of value knock here. Yeah, I didn't think they'd Sleep Powder when I can always go into Virizion to eat. So I think that made sense. Like so. I'm gonna sew up. Nice. Nice, nice. Get a couple of cheeky cam mines here. Oh no, they're gonna be able to break me. Maybe I'm okay though, maybe Air Slash is enough. With my luck, I'm very surprised I didn't get poisoned there. Okay, they go into Pharaoh. That's taking very little. Though Valplume is in KO range, I think. We'll try sub once. Yeah, I figured they're Gyro Ball. Flinch? Flinch? Nope. I could be so lucky. Though honestly, with that gone, does Poison Jab just win the game? That's my question. The answer? Possibly. They're too smart to give it to me though. There's no way they're going to give it to me for free. Now if they Draco, they're Leech Seed? Okay. I can potentially regen quite a lot. No, okay, they're Iron Defense. I've lost the game. Unless I like super mega crit this. Yeah, no, that's it. Unfortunate, the team is fun. I think I got like super unlucky here. I think even with the crit I don't KO, do I? 26%? Yeah, that's gonna be a game. GG. So next up we have a team by my friend Quam, who is actually one of the masterminds behind a lot of my OM videos. She's a huge help to me in building cool sets. It's called Reverse U-Turn, and you can kind of see why. We have Dragon Tail, Roar, a kind of cool accuracy boosting Garchomp, a really cool Wish Protect Defog Salamence. That's super cool. And of course we have the OG Dragon Tailer Druddigon. This should be fun. I don't know how good it's going to be. It kind of depends on how good my opponent's hazard control is. Lovely. We have Mono Ice. That's just what you want to see. That's really bad because we have like no ice answers whatsoever except maybe Turtonator. Maybe. But that's a bit of a stretch. We'll open up Druddigon. As they open up Kyurem and they probably just straight out win. Yes. They might just click the win button. Maybe Garchomp can break through its Scale Shot? No. No, because why would I ever hit a single move in this entire Showdown Live? That's just silly, Alex. Why would I hit any moves? It doesn't even kill. Ugh. Okay. I'm just gonna pretend this game never happened, and let's move on to another one. My poor yellow today. What am I doing to it? Okay, so we have a game against Mono Flying. This is maybe a bit more spammable. Though it's still slightly annoying because they definitely run Defog. I'm gonna go ahead and glare this. Glare into rocks, I think. Oh, actually glare into Mence. And the reason I go Mence here is because I can actually wish into my Druddigon if I want. They don't seem to run any ice moves, which is pretty good for me. We can go Dragalge here. Oh, interesting. Screen Zapdos? That's super cool. Poison? Excellent. So on that, we're going to flip turn here. This is okay with me. They probably go Steela, as expected. Now, do I have a Steela answer? Realistically, the answer is no, because there is no such thing as a Steela answer. Though, I do have plenty of Dragon Tailors to potentially scout its intentions. Okay, it's a Totemize. Probably Meteor Beam. Get that out of here. Ooh. Get you out of here too. We'll just slowly chip their team down. No, obviously if I had rocks right now, this would be way stronger. It's Meteor Beam. I shouldn't have stayed in. Wishman's living though. What a champ. I'm gonna try getting Dragage. Maybe we can potentially Gunk Shot again. If that's the best it can do to me, I'm not terribly worried. Because my Garchomp does outspeed. Nice. That's pretty good. And I honestly don't see Dragage having much more of a use in this game, solely because we can't T-Spikes. What I am going to do is try and get my rocks down. Because rocks are obviously super important in this matchup. I'm not too worried about Lando. Maybe I'll bulk up once. And they got rid of Meteor, their Power Herb and Celesteela, which is pretty good. Let the chip commence. They could Psycho Shift me here, I suppose. Yeah. No. Part of me wants to body press. I'm going to body press. I think this thing being dead is more important. It outspeeds, which I did not honestly expect. That's not great for me. I think Chomp kills with Fire Blast. It's not going to hit. It actually hit. And for Dragonite, Scale Shot can potentially KO. I want a Hone Claws. Perfect. I was really hoping they'd set up a light screen here. Obviously, I have to worry about putting myself into range of Dragonite's extreme speed. Let's Intimidate. And if we can get a Wish off, that's even better for me. No. Oh, yes. That's pretty huge. Obviously, if a Dragonite... Yeah, I have to Dragon Tail here in case it clicked. Dragon Dance, I think I would have lost. I feel like Garchomp may be able to win the game. We need to use Druddigon here to break multi-scale. But it also might well have to rely on Lando Paralysis, which is not the most reliable. Nice. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think we have to rely on Lando Paralysis here, which sucks. Because Fire Blast is not going to kill, or even hit. I'm pretty sure I lose this. Maybe they just get paralyzed over and over and over again. It begins, question mark? Actually, this thing having Magic Guard is very annoying for me. And the only other problem with this kind of hazard stacking team, it's very fun, but I do think Boots makes it a decent bit worse, unfortunately. I think as well, I'd have Fire Blast on this thing over Draco. I don't think Draco has much usage. Yeah, no, they just win right now. GG. Very fun team. Very fun team, but unfortunately, another 2 losses. And finally, our last team for the day is Hyper Offense Flapple by Ilex Florist. This looked really cool. I'm a huge fan of Sceptile, especially Endure, Unburden, Lychee Berry Sceptile is super fun. Choice Scarf Ludicolo seems really interesting. I don't know why we were Swift Swim. Maybe for like the water matchup, but that seems fairly niche because we don't actually have Rain and Whimsicott. Maybe Own Tempo was better, but it's also not that good of an ability. Personally, I kind of like hazard stacking more, like spikes on offensive grass, but either way, offensive Flapple sounds really cool. And while I was chatting to them about the team, they said it's a really high risk, high reward kind of grass team, which I like. Okay. We have Steel. Fun. Okay, what do we have against Steel? Flapple is not good in this matchup. Sceptile is not good in this matchup. Rillaboom's pretty good, for sure. Actually, I kind of like Ludicolo. It's Choice Scarf. If it was Specs, that'd be pretty cool. Let's Focus Blast. Oh. I really thought they had gone to Ferrothorn there, but they read that pretty nicely. It's Sub Shadow Ball. I hate this set. Now, the question is, do I have an answer to Heatran? I can go Ludicolo, probably. It shouldn't take too much from Lava Plume. The burn kind of sucks, though. I guess Pump is the kind of middle ground. We'll go Rilla and try and maybe knock off the Aegislash. If we can, it's pretty good for me. Or High Horsepower. Oh, they're King's Shield. Okay. I hate this so much. I hate Protect, Spam, Steal. I hate it with a passion. I don't think I have an answer to this. I think, like, Grass struggles enough as it is. Like, the best I can do is go into Ludicolo. Because unfortunately, Flapple does nothing against their team. I think Flapple's move pool is the thing that really let us down. Whatever I go into, they just protect here. And I actually have no setup. Because if I Superpower, they probably go into Aegislash. I have to rely on them protecting and maybe call in my swap. I'm surprised they didn't protect there. I feel like they had no reason not to. I mean, maybe Sceptile can go crazy. With, like, Thunder Punch or something. Yeah, no, this is a pretty poor showing from me, unfortunately. I got so far. Short of, like, super para crit flinches. Okay. I mean, this isn't even Curse Body Press, so... GG. Let's boot up another game with this team, because I really like the idea of the team. I'm kind of confused by Choice Scarf Ludicolo, but it still seems cool. Ooh, Fire. Interesting. This is potentially exactly where Choice Scarf Ludicolo comes into play. So they probably open up with their Torkoal, which is not ideal for me. Their Sun is going to block me using Hydro Pump to good effect. I mean, it's still going to be super effective. It's still going to be strong. This isn't Choice Scarf. I'm calling your bluff. It doesn't even kill. That's sad. Oh, I'm sad now. We U-turn. Hustle is not my friend ever. I know Victini is pretty bulky, so Hydro Pump doesn't necessarily kill. I think maybe I'd like more, like a Rain Dance Water. Could be pretty cool, because we have Ludicolo. It kind of stops fire being super effective against you. You can spam Wither Ball. Unfortunately, with Grass, it primarily has to set its own weather, which definitely isn't good. It's definitely far from ideal. That did 0. That did literally 0. Torkoal is a bulky lad. And I'm pretty sure Outrage here doesn't kill. Maybe if it was like Banded, it probably would kill. And I'm locked into Outrage too, which sucks. Also, I probably need like Rock Slide on Sceptile. This thing is so frail. Maybe like Acrobatics does some work? I don't think it does, but maybe. Honestly, I don't think Acrobatics even kills this. At +1. At +2, potentially, yes. At +1, I don't think so. Because they just go into Cinderace. And they get Sucker Punch. Unless I somehow play around it. Which is like really unlikely. I played around it and it did like no damage. Oh, that's very sad. I'm quite sad about that. Either way, GG. That's going to be the game. My poor yellow took a hammering. Overall, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, definitely, you're free to send me your teams. I would be interested in doing this again. It's really cool to use other teams. It's tough to kind of get the hang of them first time, and I lost a lot today. Overall, I just wanted to spice up Gen 8 a little bit. I'm sick of using the same kind of meta teams or the same really strong teams over and over again. I'm getting quite bored of the meta in general. But I thought this would be a fun way to spice it up. I really enjoyed it. I think overall, I need to use the teams more to kind of understand what they do. My favorite, I don't want to pick a favorite because it makes it feel like, you know, I'm choosing, you know, favorites of the people who sent them to me. But I really like Swirl's team for how well it did. I thought the physical Tapu Koko was really cool. Though I think every single team had a really, really cool Pokemon. Like, I like Sceptile. I liked the Wishments. I really liked Hitmontop. I really liked the Tapu Koko, and this I really liked the Bulu. Executor is pretty interesting too. I can see the appeal, but this Bulu was such a cool set. So with that, again, if you want to leave any teams, feel free to do so on my Discord. You can DM them to me, or you can DM them to me on Twitter. Either one works. The links will be in my channel description. And with that, I hope you have a fantastic day, everyone. Take care.